Everyone who has ever been on a manifesting journey, or is consciously manifesting something that they consider big for the first time in their life, might be facing some doubts and are unclear about something, such as, am I doing it correctly or not? How can I live from the end when reality shows opposite? They also hear advice that says to put in the work, but they get confused about what putting in the work actually means. Some of you have doubts about the imaginal acts. The majority of you correlate it with visualization only, which is not true. Some of you think that your imaginal act is not vivid or detailed as compared to another. You fall into the trap of believing that others are doing it correctly while you are not. These are some very common misconceptions that many of you have faced or are facing right now. One day you are fully motivated and do everything correctly, but the next day, when you see reflections of your older assumptions, you are like, am I even manifesting correctly? But don't worry, I am here. I will give you one solution by referring to Neville Goddard's quote that will solve all the problems that you are facing right now. If you understand this correctly, your life is going to transform in a way you can't even express in words. Every line of this quote will make you understand what putting in the work means. It will make you understand whether you are doing it correctly or not. It will motivate you to stay persistent and elevate you from your self-doubts. So, it says, when I close my eyes, this world is shut out, and I am blind to the outer world. Then I feel myself into the state of my desire. With my inner eye I see it all around me. I sense its solidity, and when my 5 senses are awakened I have the feeling of relief, knowing it is accomplished. When I open my physical eyes, my physical world returns and tries to persuade me that what I did was unreal. But having done it time and time again, I know that my desire is moving towards its objective fulfillment. This is what I mean by wonder-working power. Or we can say that this is what is meant by manifesting your desire. Play this particular paragraph once again. Pause the video and read it. Take a screenshot of it and remind yourself of this truth every day. Remind yourself when it seems to you that things are not going right. Remind yourself of this when your objective world, outer world, or 3D world is trying to persuade you that your imaginal act is false. The quote starts by reminding you about how to prepare your place when performing your imaginal act. Many of the YouTubers tell you to relax in order to get to a state akin to sleep, which is commonly referred to as SATs in the manifestation community. You have to close your eyes and become blind to your outer world, and then you have to feel as if your desire is already fulfilled. This feeling is not a single emotion like joy or love, but is referred to as inner knowingness. The feeling of already possessing the object of your desire, the naturalness of having that thing. This can be attained by performing an imaginal act that implies that your desire has been already fulfilled. Whenever you see something through your inner eyes, you visualize it or imagine it. Whenever you engage in a conversation with your inner voice, you have imagined that, or it is referred to as inner conversation. Whenever you repeat several phrases, you have imagined them or affirmed them, which is commonly known as affirmations. Consider yourself the person who already got what he wanted. Perform an imaginal act in which you can feel it solidly, real, and immerse yourself completely in this act of yours until it feels for a moment as if you are the person who has their desire, and it is yours. When you live this moment, it will feel natural, it will feel as if it is real. After that, you will return to your outer sense, or to the world in which you are physically present. You now know that it has been accomplished. But when you open your physical eyes, the thing you saw with your inner eyes or in your imagination for a moment that felt real might not appear instantaneously in front of you. Your physical eyes will persuade you and try to imply that what you did was unreal by looking at your current reality, or 3D world, because there are no physical evidences. But this is not true. Everyone goes through this experience, but only a few make it through and manifest their desires in their physical world. Now you might be wondering what these few people do differently than the others who don't get their manifestation. The answer is very simple. They perform their imaginal act again and again. They use their inner world, or imagination, and experience that reality again and again. They live in that moment on a regular basis, as this imaginal act satisfies the inner man. In manifestation, you have to be concerned about the inner man and feed it what it wants. Make him see what he wants to see with your inner eyes, and make him hear what he wants to hear. This inner man is you, and you have the power to do this. When you perform this imaginal act again and again, you will realize that you are shifting from one reality to another, and that it is leading you or bringing your desire to its fulfillment. This is how manifestation works, and this is what the people with success stories do consciously. This is what is required of you. No physical action is expected from you. You may have heard this again and again. You are not required to perform any physical action. This is true, but this does not mean you have to sit on the couch, eating potato chips, and wait for your desire. This is not implied by anyone who tells you about the law. You have to live your life normally, as you would. On the backdrop, things have already started shifting since you performed the imaginal act, and it is bringing you closer to your desire. You don't have to perform any particular physical action. Your action will be natural, and you will perform it unconsciously. The inner intelligence knows what you have to do. Never doubt its power. Your circumstances will shift, and opportunities will present themselves to you. All you have to do is live with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. All of the YouTubers, spiritual gurus, or people who have experienced the law are trying to express this phenomenon in their own words. With some of them, you resonate, while with others, you don't. It's as if I'm saying to you, Hermosa, Belle, Scan, Bella, Benita, Mui, Sundar, and you'll feel as if I'm cursing you while listening to some of these. But if you respond to me with a big smile when I compliment you by saying that you are beautiful, it is because you resonate with this word. All of the other words that I mentioned also mean beautiful in different languages. The one you choose is the one you are comfortable with, the one you resonate with. So, all of them are trying to express the same things. In my every video, I am trying to express this phenomenon with different words. These videos, or as many people call them, golden nuggets, are just existing to spread the word and remind you almost every day to perform your imaginal acts and live in the end. It is created with the intention of relieving you of your doubts and desperation. These nuggets are here because they transformed the lives of many of my subscribers. By following these practices daily, they noticed positive changes in their reality. You can also bring about change by following this Golden Nugget series. If you live with this inner knowing that you already have the things you desire, you will manifest almost 90% of the things you desire easily. The rest will take some time because of the solidity of your previous assumptions. Try it, be the doer, not the hearer. When you develop inner knowingness, you are on the right track. It is all about the assumptions. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if it made things clearer to you. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.